Attention passionate Green Bay Packers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Green Bay Packers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Green Bay Packers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Green Bay Packers fans. Let's get to the news. The NFL offseason continues to heat up, and the buzz around the Green Bay Packers is reaching a fever pitch. Rumors are swirling that the Packers might be on the verge of making some bold moves to reshape their roster, and two names are at the forefront of this speculation: David Njoku from the Cleveland Browns and Terrence Steele from the Dallas Cowboys. While nothing has been officially confirmed yet, insiders are suggesting that these trades could be imminent, possibly happening before the NFL trade deadline in early November. Let's start with Njoku. The 29-year-old tight end has been a dynamic threat when healthy, showcasing a unique combination of size, speed, and athleticism that makes him a difficult matchup for defenses. Standing 6'4" and weighing around 246 pounds, Njoku runs a 4.64-second 40-yard dash, which is impressive for a player of his size. Over the 2025 season, he's played 16 games, posting 72 receptions for 912 yards, averaging a solid 7 yards per catch and scoring 8 touchdowns. His catch percentage sits at 68.4%, and his yards after catch, YAC, is at 4.8 yards per reception, demonstrating his ability to turn short throws into big gains. His overall PFF grade floats around 82.6, indicating he's been a reliable and impactful player when on the field. His career stats over 9 seasons include 412 catches for 821 yards and 38 touchdowns, with an average of 7 yards per reception. The rationale for this potential trade makes a lot of sense from the Packers' perspective. The Browns, who finished with a disappointing 5-12 record in 2025, are deep into a rebuild. They're facing a hefty salary cap situation, about $5 million over the limit, and need to clear space to bolster their offensive line and other areas. Njoku's contract, averaging around $16 million a year, is becoming a significant financial burden for Cleveland. Trading him could free up around $24 million in cap space, similar to what they did with the Hooper trade back in 2022. Cleveland's defense struggled last season, giving up an average of 27 points per game, and their chances of contending for a playoff run or Super Bowl have diminished, especially considering their odds have dropped from +13-0 to +18-0 to win the Super Bowl. The Browns are clearly in a phase of rebuilding, focusing on developing a young roster and accumulating draft capital. Now, for the Packers, bringing Njoku aboard could be a game changer. The team has been looking to add more explosiveness and versatility to their offense, and Njoku fits the bill perfectly. His athleticism allows him to create mismatches against linebackers and safeties, especially in the red zone where the Packers have struggled historically. With Njoku, the red zone efficiency could see a significant boost, by roughly 18%, and the team could expect around 8 additional touchdowns this season, along with a projected increase of 75 receiving yards. His presence would elevate the EPA expected points added per target by +0.20, making the passing game more explosive and unpredictable. When you compare Njoku to the Packers' current tight end, Luke Musgrave, the difference is noticeable. Musgrave, who earned a PFF grade of 76.8, is a talented young player, but Njoku's experience, size, and athletic profile bring a different dimension to the offense. Njoku averages 7 yards more per route run, giving quarterback Jordan Love more options and mismatches. His YAC of 4.8 yards per reception and ability to generate extra yards after catch could elevate the Packers' offense, especially on third downs. The addition of Njoku could also help the Packers in situational football, like third and long or red zone, where they've been a bit inconsistent. If this trade goes through, the Packers could see their third down conversion rate improve by about 15%, and overall offensive efficiency would get a healthy boost. This move could also have implications for the team's Super Bowl aspirations. Currently, the Packers are listed at odds of +5,000 to win the Super Bowl, but with the addition of a proven playmaker like Njoku, those odds could improve to around +1,800. He could serve as a real X factor in the playoffs, especially in the red zone where tight ends often make the biggest difference. Think about how Travis Kelce has been a key piece for the Kansas City Chiefs. Njoku, with his athleticism and experience, could serve a similar role for Green Bay, giving them a reliable target in clutch moments. Switching gears to the offensive line, the Packers are also rumored to be in talks with the Dallas Cowboys for offensive tackle Terrence Steele. The Cowboys, who finished 8-9 in 2025, are looking to rebuild their roster and have prioritized acquiring draft capital, especially with the upcoming draft in April. Steele, a solid 28-year-old OT standing 6'6" and weighing 310 pounds, has been a reliable piece for Dallas. Over the 2025 season, he started all 17 games, allowing just 5 sacks and surrendering 51 pressures, which is impressive for a tackle expected to protect the quarterback's blind side. His PFF grade sits at 77. 8, reflecting consistent performance in both pass protection and run blocking, with run block success at 80. 4 and pass block at 75.9. Steele's ability to win at the line of scrimmage and keep sacks at bay makes him an attractive target for Green Bay, especially considering the importance of protecting Jordan Love and establishing a balanced offense. The reasoning behind acquiring Steele is straightforward. The Cowboys are facing some cap constraints, around $10 million over, and need to free up space to address other areas, including wide receiver. Steele's $12 million annual salary is a manageable figure for the Packers, who could see immediate benefits in their pass protection. Trading for Steele could free up approximately $20 million in cap space, similar to what they did with the Robert Smith trade in 2024. The Cowboys, meanwhile, are focused on rebuilding and might be willing to part with Steele for a first-round pick, especially considering their need to bolster their draft capital and develop younger players. For the Packers, Steele would be a significant upgrade on the offensive line, especially on the left side, where protecting Love's blind side is crucial. His addition could lead to a reduction in sacks, potentially allowing around 5 more sacks this season, and pressures could fall by over 50, creating a more stable pocket for Love. The improved line play would also open up more running lanes, potentially increasing rushing yards per game by about 120 yards and giving the offense more consistency overall. This would translate into a higher QBR for Love, possibly boosting it by 8 points, which is a noticeable difference for a young quarterback trying to take the next step. From a strategic standpoint, these moves, if they happen, could signal a shift in the Packers' approach. Instead of relying solely on developing young talent, they're adding veteran pieces who can contribute immediately and elevate the team's chances of making a deep playoff run. The NFL is a league where continuity and experience matter, and bringing in players like Njoku and Steele could provide the missing pieces that turn a good team into a legitimate Super Bowl contender. With the right chemistry and a solid second half of the season, these additions could be the catalyst for a strong playoff push, especially if they help improve the team's red zone efficiency and protect Jordan Love better. Looking at the broader picture, the NFL trade deadline in early November is always a critical point for teams to make bold moves. The Packers, with their recent roster flexibility and cap space, are in a prime position to strike. These rumored trades highlight a strategic shift, adding both explosiveness on offense and stability on the line. If successful, they could set the stage for an exciting playoff run, one where the Packers finally reclaim their spot among the league's elite. Fans are eager to see how these potential moves unfold, and if they come to fruition, it could be a turning point not just for this season but for the franchise's future. Remember, in the NFL, nothing is set in stone until it's officially announced, but the signs are pointing towards some serious shakeups, and the Green Bay Packers are right in the middle of it all. The energy is palpable, and fans should be preparing for what could be a very exciting second half of the season. The team's leadership knows how much is riding on these decisions, improving the offense with a proven tight end, bolstering the offensive line with a reliable tackle. These are moves that could elevate the Packers from a decent team to a true Super Bowl contender. The NFC North is always competitive, but with strategic upgrades like these, Green Bay could be positioning itself to dominate the division and make a deep postseason run that fans will remember for years to come. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Green Bay Packers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. In conclusion, the potential acquisition of David Njoku and Terrence Steele signifies a bold and aggressive approach by the Green Bay Packers. They're not just looking to compete, they're aiming to dominate. Whether it's adding a dynamic playmaker who can stretch the field and create mismatches, or bolstering the offensive line to protect their young quarterback, these moves could be the key to unlocking a new era of success in Green Bay. The team has been building steadily, and now it looks like they're ready to take the leap, making bold moves that could define their season and set them up for a deep playoff push. Fans should stay tuned because if these trades happen, they'll be a game changer. The future is bright and the Packers are positioning themselves for greatness. Are you ready to see them take that step? The countdown to the trade deadline is on, and the excitement is only just beginning. And now, Green Bay Packers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on these rumors? Do you think adding Njoku and Steele could be the move that pushes the team over the top? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Green Bay Packers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Green Bay Packers news.